Hey, greetings. This is Brian Fields, and I have a new Kindle I got. It is I'm going to forget it. It's a PaperWhite. It's the newest one. It's the PaperWhite Signature Edition, 32 gig. I believe it's called the PW 5E or something is the designation, and I haven't seen anyone that's figured out how to open up one of these or shown what's inside, because I know there's supposed to be some I've seen some stuff on it, but normally there's a bezel that goes around it, and you'll see I put a really poor screen protector on it. Not that it's doing much, and you can see I did a very poor job cleaning it. Had a bunch of dust around. I'm going to replace it at some point, but it works so long as it's not in direct light. Like it looks a lot worse here than it does normally using it. So anyways, and I wanted to see what's inside one of these because this has the dreaded, the newest software, because I just got it from Amazon, that cannot be rooted, at least without possibly getting into, there's a TIDI access in this. There's a serial port somewhere inside from what I've been told. I think it's either 3.3 or 1.8 volt TTL logic, so it's going to need some sort of a driver. But all the other ones, like, you have to heat them up. They're a real pain to get into. This one, I'm concerned. I didn't want to open it because it is supposedly watertight. I've actually dropped it in the water before, and it worked fine. So I'm assuming it's watertight. It's probably going to have a bunch of stuff on it, but I haven't seen anybody that's opened one of these. However, I have an idea that it might just take this and around the edge, because it really looks like, you know, if I zoom in here, you might be able to get up under here, and it looks like this is like a rubber gasket. There's only the one switch down here, and then, you know, USB-C port. So I'm wondering, I think if I get I got some other little spludging phone opening tools, but that one's kind of damaged. Anyways, this is one I got here. It's double-sided. What other plastic instruments around your house are double-sided? So I bet, let's see. It feels all right getting in there. Let's see. Oh, it just popped a little bit. Let me zoom out here. Oop, too far. Okay. So you can see it popped a little bit more. Yeah, we might be onto something here. Yeah, I think that's it. You can see it's popping just a little there. So part on the floor. Okay, let's get two of these things going here. So let's see. Okay, got one there. Actually, I'm gonna put one over here. Whoops, what in, it had shit on it. Awesome. Looks like it's thermal compound or something, so let's not use that one then. This one is clean. Let's put this in there. I'm gonna whip this down here, see if it's easier. Cancel. Of course, the Kindle came to life. Let's see. Oh, I got a corner. Yep. Got a corner. This one actually might be pretty easy to open, I hope. Look at that, it's just coming this way now. Oh, we got quite a bit of it going. That's pretty good. Let's see. Oh, look at that. It doesn't look like there's any glue in this. It looks like this actually might be a better install. And you can see where it snaps in there. And then, let's see, over here. that in behind there. Trying to do this so maybe you can see. Get this way. That put some pressure under there. It's trying to do it so you can see, but I got to use my right hand here. Let's see. It should pop at some point. There we go. Got a little something there. Okay. Nope. Shit. No, it doesn't want to go that way. But we have another corner we can try over here. Hardest part is really getting around the corner, and I think maybe that's the problem. Sometimes you can, once you got it open far enough. Let's see, I have another corner here. I think maybe if I go in the middle here and I can start pulling it. Yeah, oh, there we go. Okay, whoop, too far. Okay, so it just popped off completely. As you can see, that's all it is snapped in. And it's got that rubber gasket in there. I guess that's how they achieve it. I was able to get it out without causing too much damage. Let's see how that gasket looks. It's actually, it's a pretty thick gasket, so. Doesn't look like anything broke. This is concerning here because I was prying in there. So this is the top of it. So you probably don't want to pry directly in here because it looks like there's some sort of connector there. Let's open this thing up and let's see what we got here. There's something attached to the back, and I think it's probably an NFC sensor or something like that. So how's this open up? Yeah, you can see that. So it looks like this thing here needs to come off. Is that a standard little connector? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's the, I'll zoom in there, NFC sensor. Hey, how about that? Yep. That's what the back of it looks like. That's another, I think that's probably, you know what that looks like a UPC symbol or something. Some ID stuff here, and then that. And then this actually is pretty frickin' simple. Here's your bottom. Here's the switch. I think, is that the switch? Yeah, that's the switch. Okay, I see how that hits. So yeah, so that's the switch there. There we go. Oh, it's got a little LED there that lights up. And it's still functional, actually. That's pretty cool. 67% battery, so let's take a look at the back of this. You can see a little light there. There. I guess that's when it's being interacted with or something. So this one was actually really simple to open. I mean, I don't want to give them too much praise, but damn, it looks like the hardest thing to get out is going to be the battery. So here's the thing. I'm looking at the bottom here, and I don't see a serial port or nothing. There's USB. I guess I'll have to go through here and see if there's a serial port anywhere. Let's see. I'll get some high resolution pictures maybe and see what's there. So this is one of these is going to be Wi-Fi, I guess. I don't know. And there might be something in there. Well, who knows? That looks like some sort of test point right there. I'll have to take it apart further, but this is opening it, and again, let me zoom out. This is what it looks like inside. So that was remarkably easy to open for something that's supposed to be, you know, a weatherproof kind of a thing, or waterproof. You know, my only concern, I guess, is the USB-C socket. This probably isn't going to survive a dunk that well. I don't know, it did. So maybe it seals up on there pretty well. I don't know. But it's supposed to be, you know, able to be used in the bathroom or whatever. You know, if you're reading and you like to take the bubble bath there and read. Anyways, so yeah, it's the new Kindle PaperWhite 64 gig model. I'm gonna do a little more on it and see if I can figure out where the serial port is. Okay, so I did get these. These are T5 Torx 5 drivers you need for these. I did take them off. However, I don't know if you can see here. There's a bit of glue there. So this entire board is not only put in here, but it's glued as well. So if you take these, the board won't drop out. They are, you know, all these connectors are. Looks like they're pretty good. I don't see a conformal coating on the board though, but I could be wrong about that. I'm pretty certain this is the Wi-Fi in here, because that's a micro strip antenna. This area here certainly looks like one too. You know, two antennas there. So I think that's Wi-Fi or something in there. This is, I think, CPU and memory. This is more than likely power stuff, and I'm not certain what this is, but anyways, if anyone wants to see under here, I can probably take these off, but it's gonna mean ripping the whole thing apart. So what I'm actually thinking, and I don't see a clear serial port, I didn't see anything. I was seeing a little bit of stuff over here, but that doesn't look like an I/O connector. If I gotta bet anything, I bet you they're using this as some sort of a, throw it in like JTAG mode, and it can get you a serial port on the device somehow. If there is a serial port on the device, there may not be, but I know there's a protocol to use. If you pull a couple things differently in here, it's no longer, you can't flip the USB-C over or whatever, but if you insert it the right way, you can do some basic. There's like a lower level mode. It takes it out of USB-C mode and allows you to do other things with it. They might be doing something like that. I don't know. I'd really have to dig into it, but I don't see a serial port on here. I could be wrong, but all in all, this one's actually pretty easy to take apart, so I'm going to button it back up here. Okay, so I got video going on here. I'm going to see if I can think. I think what's going on here is I got a scope probe here, and I want to say, I think this here looks like some sort of connector, possibly, just because I see ground here. Okay, there's a resistor there, but I'm saying there's ground here, and there's something here, and these two are connected. So it's like It's strange. I think this looks like it might be a debug port or a serial port or something, because there's two and then there's a ground, and they're both lined up the same here, I think. Let me zoom in a little bit on this. Yeah, so these are identical here. It looks like they're joined there, maybe? I don't know. It's strange, but let's throw it over here and see what we got. I'm going to turn the thing on. What was going on there? It's flux. That's flux, okay. Nothing. In 10x mode. Okay, so that right there is 1.8 volts. Definitely some sort of data on that one. That's an antenna. Yeah, this looks like RF plumbing here, definitely. Yeah. That's some sort of an antenna array right there. So this is going to be your RF stuff. Let's see. This is that's nothing. That's an alignment point. C connector. All this stuff here. I think we already probed that, didn't we? Yeah, we did. It's rather strange.